It says, having therefore these promises, dearly beloved, let us cleanse ourselves from all filthiness of the flesh and spirit, perfecting holiness in the fear of God. That's what you should shoot for right here, because anything less than perfecting holiness is danger. I hope you understand that. People that still walk in sin, they don't have Jesus. If they don't want to, if they hear the truth and they don't want to abide in the truth, they don't want the truth. They don't like the light, so they turn from the light so they can stay in darkness. They like their sin. Some people, they cry out to Jesus when they want a certain sinful thing removed. For example, there are some people who are in the hypocrisy camp that do not know the Lord. They claim to be religious in some capacity, but the issue lies where they want Jesus to cleanse them from a drug addiction, or from a pornography addiction, or from, something, some singular thing. And then when all of a sudden they quit, alcohol, they couldn't quit drinking every day. They plead with the Lord to free them from this, and the Lord may help them. They're not freed from sin. They're just freed from alcohol. That doesn't make them make them saved. That means they're still in sin. The Lord gave them help, and then they turn around and ran off. And they never want to be holy. They just wanted the little help for that one little item that was in their life to be removed. And then they try to convince themselves they're saved. The same thing happens in jail. In jail, we have a lot of people who like to play foxhole. And what I mean by foxhole, if you know anything about military, when you are under fire from the enemy and you have nowhere to run, so you've been surrounded on two fronts or three fronts, and they're shooting, and you're in the middle of a field, what do? You dig a hole. You dig a hole and you get down low so those bullets don't hit you. And so when you get down to the low, you get on the walkie-talkie and you're calling in for support. You need some backup. Well, people like to pull that little game like that we call foxhole, when they get in jail, and all of a sudden they're crying out to Jesus, please help me. I need help. They are not wanting to be freed from sin. They're wanting to get out of jail. That's it. They just want to get out of jail because the pressure on them is heavy. They're in there, I've seen grown men and they're crying, claiming Jesus this, Jesus that. The minute they get out of that jail, they're right back to smoking their dope or fornicating or filthy, sinful, whatever it is. They're not saved. And even if Jesus did help them, and sometimes the Lord does help them. He reigns over the just and the unjust. He will help you. They just spit in his face and go right back. And they claim that they're saved. This happens all the time. It doesn't matter what sin it is. And people they pray, Lord, please help me. Like Jesus Freak says in the chat room about fornication. They can't quit fornicating. They want help to stop fornicating. Well, you stop fornicating, the Lord helps you. But you're still a liar, and you've still been running around stealing stuff. You're still a thief. You're still filled with perverse, filthy conversations out of your mouth. You're sinful. You're just in general sinful. But you don't want to be clean because you like all that other sinful stuff you got going on. So you either one or two things. You just say, I don't care. Or you go and play fake church, telling everybody you're saved and you talk about Jesus, but you don't want to get clean. And so you build to yourself a fake doctrine. You go and mix with people who are also blind, leading the blind, or being led by the blind. And y'all all together sing Jesus songs while you still sin, and you're all going to hell together.